Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Brian O'Donnell, Explore, Create, Capture. So I've got a lot of requests from you all about more tutorials on YouTube because the long form is a lot easier to follow. Now, I do like making the short form ones and they tend to get a lot of engagement online, but I understand that they're kind of 30 seconds, 40 seconds long, and that can be kind of hard to follow along with, especially if you're not used to editing. There might be some steps that might be complicated that I might just brief over and then move on, and you might be like, how do I do that first step? So I'm going to make longer tutorials here where you can really follow step by step, and hopefully your editing game is just going to keep firing up. So today I'm going to break down this video I made here. I posted it on Instagram the other day and TikTok, and I thought I'd make a long breakdown with you of how to make this, and it's actually very, very simple to do. So as you can see here, this is the original clip of me flicking my fingers and the flames going to appear here. So to add the flame in, I went to Motion Array and the sponsor of today's video. Motion Array is a stock library where you can find stock music, stock footage, even plugins and templates that you can attach straight into Premiere Pro or straight into After Effects. So you can easily access music, download, drag and drop it onto your clips, or have the templates installed that if you want to add a certain effect or anything, it's easy there for drag and drop. So what I did first after filming this clip was I went onto Motion Array and I looked up fire assets and I downloaded as many as I could. I found fire tornadoes, fireballs, fire explosions, fire spreading in loads of different directions, and downloaded them all to my computer so I could have a good variety of flames. So for this specific fireball effect, I chose 2 flames that looked like fireballs and downloaded them into my project. Now you'll see there's a black background behind them, so how to get rid of this is you go down here and you press normal and then go to screen, and it removes the black background. Now, at the moment the fireball's in front of our hand, but we want it behind. So to make this more realistic, we duplicate the bottom layer by holding Control and pressing D, and then dragging it to the top. We want to double tap on this clip, then we want to press on this button here to make a rotoscope, and then we want to draw the outline of what we want to cut out. You will notice that over time, my hand gets blurry, but the cutouts don't. The cutout is still sharp. So to really sell the effect, this is because the focus shifts from my hand to my face. So to sell the effect, you go to the last point your hand was in focus, and then you want to press on feather and shift edge, and then go to the point where it's out of focus, and then you want to shift the feather up until it looks like your fingers are blurred. Now the reason I made a keyframe for shift edge is you'll notice that there's a black bar that's creeping in the bottom, and you just want to drag shift edge down to get rid of those black surroundings, and now it looks like my hands are just out of focus and the flame is in my hand. And then I just press play and the rest of the clip is done. That's all you have to do. You have a fireball. And so that's the process to make this fireball clip. To make this more advanced video, I'm going to talk you through it. However, all the same principles do apply with how to add assets using screen, etc, etc. So this is my final clip here. I just took it in a park, just standing here, and then pretended as if I was making some bit of an explosion or something like that. Now, I obviously didn't like this background. It's very simple, and the tree couldn't be in the background due to lighting, and obviously the rest of the clip had a tree in it. So for continuity purposes, I went over to Photoshop Beta. So first I got rid of my body, wanted to add a tree, and then slowly built up the background using generative fill as I saw fit, and this is the final scene that I quite liked. So once I had that new tree image saved, I also wanted to create a burning scene of the same environment. So for that I did the exact same, but instead of choosing trees for the background, I changed it to a stormy sky, followed by some grass on fire, on repeat, and built up this very stormy scene where it looks like everything has been burned down, because obviously after the fire everything's going to be kind of burned. So I saved these 2 images and imported them into After Effects. As you can see here, the top layer is the fire and the bottom layer is the tree. To have the scenes look like they blend into each other, I went over to the effects and presets and typed in Luma key, dragged and dropped Luma key onto the tree clip, and pressed a keyframe for threshold. Then a few frames later, I made the threshold really high so the whole scene disappears. As you can see, the darker parts disappear first, and then the scene slowly changes into the background below. Now you're probably wondering, where am I in this clip? I'm on the bottom clip here, but I need to cut myself out and put myself on top. So I want to drag this clip to the top, double tap on it, and then once again press rotoscope and make a rotoscope of my body. So then, similar to before, I added elements into the background to make it look like this tree was on fire. So I just added 4 little elements here, and these 4 elements are just going to blend into the background to make it look like the base of the tree is on fire. One of them is like a fire tornado thing I found online. So as I exploded the scene, this fire tornado shot into the sky, and then my other elements I found of just fire, classic elements, shoot out to the side like that, and it really sells the effect of the scene. Obviously, if you do frame by frame, it doesn't look as smooth, but if you play it quite fast, it looks like quite a smooth transition. So That's basically it in summary. It is a very simple thing to do. It's mainly about finding the good assets online, finding a place like Motion Array where you can find these good elements, find the good music, and find stuff that you can use online and add it to your video instead of learning how do I manipulate flames and how do I create this effect. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm making a lot more of these like kind of more casual tutorials because they're quite simple for me to record and me to make, and for you to follow along. It's literally a screen recording of me doing it as I go. So give it a thumbs up and leave your comments below. I always love interacting with you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Go check out the link below, see the sponsors, and recommend a download. Talk to you soon, guys.